How do you get more cohesion in your writing? That's the topic I'm addressing today with the right question. I'm Daphne Gray Grant, the publication coach, still in pandemic mode. I have a question from Pooja Vitalia, an aspiring academic based in Niagara Falls, Canada. Here's what they've asked by email. I'm an English language student currently working on my speaking and writing skills. How can I get more coherence and cohesion in my writing? I've tried many things, but I just end up beating around the bush instead of coming straight to the point. Can you please shed some light on this issue? Thanks for your question, Pooja. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by coherence and cohesion, but based on your comment about beating around the bush, I'm guessing you mean getting to the point you want to make. Of course, making a point should be the key objective of most academic writing. I have 5 suggestions for you. First, allow plenty of time for thinking before you write a word. Many academics don't allow nearly enough time for thinking, which is a bit ironic when you consider that thinking should be the main job for most academics. You don't just write words on the page, you think up your ideas first. Second, get yourself away from your desk to do this thinking. I know it's a lot more convenient to take notes at your computer, but your brain will work better if you're away from your desk, particularly if you're getting some light exercise. This exercise gives our brains permission to ramble, and rambling is what will help our brain produce those new ideas. But perhaps you're worried you might forget those ideas? If so, take your cell phone with you and dictate them to yourself. Third, after walking, use mind mapping to help you figure out what you want to say. Mind mapping is a way of brainstorming with yourself. I've done a number of blog posts and videos on the subject, and I include a link to all of them in the show notes below. By the way, mind mapping is a lot more effective and fun than outlining. Fourth, expect a bad first draft. All writers, even professionals, produce bad first drafts, and this is why everyone needs to learn to edit themselves. In fact, editing is the single most important step of the entire writing process. Make sure you finish your first draft early enough so you have plenty of time for editing later. I find that editing generally takes twice as long as the writing. Fifth, recognize that you're facing a particular challenge if you're writing in a language that's not native to you. Understand that you're going to make mistakes in spelling, grammar, and usage, and you should not let these mistakes bother you while you are writing. The object of writing a first draft is to get your ideas on paper. The object of editing it is to make those ideas better, clearer, more persuasive. Don't ever edit while you write. This will only make writing take longer and be more uncomfortable. Always save the editing for later. Be sure to read my blog post on how to break the habit of editing while you write. Link below. Learning how to have cohesion and coherence in your writing is a big job. Make it a bit easier on yourself by pursuing each step of writing separately. When you write, only write. When you edit, only edit. Finally, let me wrap up with a quote from the American writer Ernest Hemingway. "We are all apprentices in a craft where no one ever becomes a master." Pooja, I suspect that allowing enough time for vigorous editing will give you the coherence and cohesion you're seeking. If you'd like to learn more about how to make your writing a happier and more rewarding process, check out my latest book, Your Happy First Draft. It's not available in bookstores or on Amazon. The only place you can get it is my website. Link below and in the show notes.